This is a real moment on Tala Radio with me, Naina, Apple Music One. I am so excited to be joined by the India cricket captain who broke multiple batting and captaincy records in the recent test against England. He's also a Beats by Dre ambassador. Please welcome Shubman Gill in the studio. Woo!
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome back to London. Before we get started, I feel like we couldn't have you on without mentioning the last test match. What a roller coaster. Have you come back down to earth yet?
The whole series, I think it was just really both the teams giving each other hard punches, not backing down. And I think all the test matches went till fifth days, almost up until the last hour. Very hard fought, grueling series, but very happy to finish the test match on a high.
It's been such an incredible watch. Congratulations again. Did you celebrate after?
Yes, we did a little bit. Most of my friends were here, so we went out for dinner.
Okay, nice. How do you rate the food over here in the UK?
I love it. Love all the different cuisines. I love coming here, trying out different food, going to different places. It has got all my favorite cuisines except Indian, because I only eat Indian in India.
You only eat Indian food in India. Do you know what? That's absolutely fair. But have you been to Southall?
I haven't actually.
Wow. We need to take you to Southall because it is good. I'm sure it's not as good as India, but it's probably the closest you're going to get in the UK.
Probably. I've actually traveled to a lot of different parts in UK because I've been coming here since 2017, under 19 days, going to like random cities, Sheffield, Taunton, Brighton, lot of, and have, back then I only used to eat Indian, so I've tried like a lot of different Indian food from like small cities, but like never really liked it, to be honest. I feel even if it's the same recipe, same dish, the spices in India just like they're different from the spices that are here. So the taste, the flavor, and a lot of people have this misconception that Indian food is just spicy. It's very flavorful. It's not. I can't take spice at all.
Spice either,
like when I go to Nando's, my spice tolerance is lemon and herb. That is my tolerance.
Do you know
of spice.
what? When I pick lemon and herb, I get some weird looks. Like
I love lemon and herb.
I'm not good with spice. Like it's about the flavour, not just about the heat. I totally hear it. So when you said you've been to these different cities in the UK, is there one that stands out that was one of your favourite spots?
Quite like Cardiff.
Cardiff?
Yes, very artistic, very nice, chill, lush green city. Brighton is also nice.
What's your favourite ground to play while you're in the UK?
I would say Birmingham now because my highest test score is there. So Birmingham. My all-time favorite TV show is Peaky Blinders. So Birmingham.
I love that fact. Peaky Blinders fan over here and a lemon and herb Nando's eater. We love it. So that was the most runs in a match, India versus England in Birmingham back in July. The highest scored by an Indian captain. How does that make you feel?
Pretty good, but honestly, when I was in that moment, I felt I was so locked in that I didn't realize only after when you finish the match, and because it was our first time that we won on that ground. India had never won in Birmingham before that. And so prior to that match, we had a press conference and a journalist asked me, what chances do you give yourself going into this match? Because India's never won on this ground.
Yeah.
To be able to tell him before the match that doesn't matter, it's my first time here. So let's see how it goes.
And this is how it's done.
Yeah, that's how it went. So felt pretty amazing.
Oh, I love that you picked Birmingham. I think that's a really, really special story for sure. How does it feel being in London? Because you're a bit more, I guess, incognito here. You're not getting stopped every step that you take down the streets, I guess, right?
Yeah, not every step, but maybe every third step. A lot of Indian people there. A lot of the people that I actually know or my friends know are here. London is such a great destination, especially in the summer.
So we're here to talk about your life, but in music. You've given us a selection of songs to play, such a range of different styles and genres, which I'm really excited to dive into. How would you actually describe your music taste?
I feel like it's been such a crazy ride for me, especially in my music, because growing up, I only used to listen to Punjabi music because that's where I'm from. And Punjabi music is like big in India. It's really, really big. And as you start to travel, as you start going to different places and cities, I started discovering more kind of music that I liked. Even if I didn't understand anything, it's like music is a way to connect to yourself for me. And just listening to tunes, listening to frequencies, just really made me connect with myself, and that's what made me started. That's what was the start for me to be able to listen to different kind of music. Like I loved classical music, or I love French music, and I can't understand a word in French music, but like it makes me so one with myself.
Yeah.
I feel very present. That's one thing that I love about songs is especially classical songs or old songs. It makes me be so present in the moment and makes me feel so grateful where I am in that moment.
Yeah. And I think you haven't really experienced music unless you've experienced music in different languages. And it doesn't matter if you don't understand what they're saying because it's the way it makes you feel, 100%. Let's talk about your first pick. I asked you for a song which reminds you of your childhood, and you picked Shubman Gill. Tell me a little bit about why you picked this song.
So I think the first time I heard this song, this was the first song that I kind of knew word by word when I was about 13, 14, I would say. Uh, and why I picked this song was this. So this song was more about the car Range Rover, and because of the song, it just became my favorite car. I was like, whenever I get my first car would be a Range Rover, and it was a Range Rover because of the song. I liked it so
Wow,
much.
the influence, the advertising, it really worked.
Yeah. So just I think it was really fun tunes and just vibing and it's by Jussie Gill, but we are not related at all. Like I know him now, but growing up, like he was obviously a very big singer, very big artist, but like no relation by far.
I was going to ask. I was like, no relation, but
No
just a big
relation.
fan. And then you got a Range Rover for your first
Yes.
car. What was it like in your house growing up? Do you come from quite a musical family?
No, not really. So my dad, my grandparents, we were all, even my mom's family, we were all, I come from a very farming, agriculture background. All of them are farmers. And not really, none of my mom's or my dad's side family were like really into music. Music was something that you mostly heard when you are going somewhere or mostly at weddings. And there used to be so many weddings.
Yeah.
There would be like some wedding at there where people would be dancing and you'd be listening to music. But music it's a big culture in Punjab where I come from.
I know your dad is a huge cricket fan. Do your earliest memories with him involve cricket?
Yes, I think it only involves cricket. I remember my dad watching cricket all the time on TV, and you know how every kid or every son's superhero is the dad. And I was just very fascinated by the fact, okay, like what is this thing or what is this thing that he sees on the TV all the time, and you know, which gives him so much joy. And so he used to watch that, and then whenever he used to go out for work and come back, I used to try to imitate whatever he was watching. I used to sit and watch, okay, what is the batsman doing, how is he hitting, and as I used to try to imitate that when he used to come back and see, okay, if I'm doing it in the right way. And I was about 3 years old, and he was quite shocked. Like, it's quite rare that a 3-year-old can imitate seeing something on the screen that well. So, and that's how it started. He's also my coach. So that's how he started coaching me.
Yeah.
That's how so people used to work on our farm. They used to come and throw balls at me, and I used to bat.
Oh my God. That is so cute and wholesome, because I actually read somewhere that, you picked up the bat at the age of 3. And I was going to ask you, is that true? Because that's so young. And that your dad used to like bowl 500 to 700 balls to you a day. Is that true?
Yeah,
'Cause that's a
not
lot
just him. Like I said, people. So he would be like, okay, if you get him out bowled, I'd give you like 100 rupees, or 50 rupees. And they would just keep throwing and trying to get me bowled, and I just used to bat.
Wow. And then your dad saw it in you and was like, wow, we're going all the way with Shubman. It's got some talent.
Yeah, and then when I turned about 7, that's when we came from there to Chandigarh, where I am right now. Because back in the village, obviously not many facilities, not many opportunities there. And Chandigarh was the capital of Punjab, very booming city. And then that is when we came there. He enrolled me into an academy, and that's how my actual cricketing journey started.
Wow. So I also asked you to pick a song that reminds you of when you first started learning cricket. This is Ludovica Elnaldi with Experience.
Kind of reminds me of my journey.
Yeah.
That's what I love about classical music is it has a beginning, a peak, and the end.
Wow.
And you want to soak in after you listen to one good song. Where else you listen to like hip hop or you want to keep listening to one after another. Like, what's the next one? What's the next one?
Yeah.
But when you listen to good classical music, you listen to one and then it puts you in that moment and you want to soak up that one song.
With your dad being such a huge influence, does he come to every match that you play?
Most of the matches, especially when I was young, he used to travel as well with me wherever I went in India, and he used to love watching me, seeing what I'm doing, just be with me all the time. Even when I go outside of India, he mostly travels with me.
Does he? Does he bring like a squad or is it just him?
Him, either one of his friends, or my mom or my sister would be there.
Oh, family business. So you had a big breakthrough from playing in Australia 2020, 2021, making 45 and 35 on debut, half century in Sydney and 91 in India's win. How did it feel having that breakthrough moment and realising this is your career?
Honestly, I realized this is going to be my career when I was 11. Like, a moment happened. There was a camp going on of under 23 Indian fast bowlers. And I was only 11. So they were like more than double my age, most of the players there. And they were a batsman short. Uh, and one of my really good friends, one of my closest friends who I practiced with, Khushpreet, he was in that camp. He was a fast bowler. And he asked the head coach if he can get me because we are a batsman short and we are playing a match. So they asked me to come, but then they were like, "Oh, he's too young.
He's 11.
He's 11. He's too young. He won't be able to play here." But he's like, he plays with me. Like, I bowl to him and he can play me, so he can play here as well. They were like, "Okay." And then I was batting like way down the order, like at number 7 or 8, and our first 4 or 5 batsmen got out within like 4 or 5 overs, and then I went into bat and I scored 90 something not out. That moment and that inning, like, it was just a practice match, nothing, but the confidence that moment gave me is what made me realize, okay, like, this is like, I'm meant to do this.
Wow. And that's the feeling that you're never going to forget or be able to let go of, which is such an important moment. Outside of sports, is there anything else that you can imagine yourself doing?
When I was young, I don't think so, because cricket was, I used to practice for almost 7 to 8 hours a day, 6 to 8 hours a day. So I didn't really do anything else. But if this wouldn't have worked out, I mean, farming was also there. So maybe a farmer.
Of course, of course. What challenges did you face when you were learning cricket?
The only memories that I have of me when I was young playing cricket is only fun memories, me playing with my friends, practice, or people say working hard. It was something that came very naturally to me because I didn't feel like I'm working hard because I was doing something that I really like and love. It didn't feel like hard work to me. But during one of the initial phases, my dad kind of had a falling out with the academy coach that we were enrolled in, and he kicked us out from the academy. And that academy was like a public academy, not like a private academy.
Right.
And he used to have his sessions, the coach used to have his sessions from 6 to 10 and then from 4 to 6 in the evening. So my dad used to wake me up at 3 to practice from 3 to 6, like before he comes.
Oh.
So I used to wake up at 3, from 3 to 6, I'll practice, then I'll go to school, then I'll take a half day. When he would go, like when the coach would finish his academy around like 11 a.m. or something, then I'd come back, practice from 11 till 3, and then he'd come back again. Did this for about couple of years. That, like, I don't have any like bad memories or anything as such, but like this phase was a little bit challenging, waking up at 3 every day in the morning. Sometimes as a kid you just don't want to wake up, but very grateful that my dad, like, he kept me pushing through it.
Yeah, it's serious work. It's no joke, but it's fully paid off. And you're so right. When you do something that you love, it doesn't really feel like a challenge, and you just enjoy it. It must be important getting into the right headspace before a match, especially as captain. leading a team. So I asked you for a song that you would play in the dressing room before an important game, and you picked Juggy,
Yes.
Sick Boy. This song is called Big Plays. Can you sort of paint a picture of when you would put that on?
Every time I finish a match, I play well or the team does well, I'd play this song. It's like a hype up song, and it's like what I am doing is what I truly love, and I'm doing well at this. Like it's a hype up song.
Yeah, for sure. You can hear it. And as captain, are you in charge of the soundtrack in the dressing room?
All of us are. So there's a big speaker there, and an iPad would be connected to it. So whenever anyone wants to listen to a song, they would just play their song.
So that's a track that you would play after the match?
Before as well.
Before as well,
yes,
yeah. I was going to ask you a good pre-game
yes.
track.
Usually just before the game, I usually listen to more classical music, just tunes without no lyrics.
Yeah, and keep the sort of the hype ones for after because it works well. Do you get nervous?
Yeah, you do get nervous, but there are some games where you feel more nervous than usual, but it's all the first initial 5-7 minutes.
Yeah, and then that sort of fades away.
Yeah, and then you sort of get back into the zone. There are some matches, like irrespective of how significant they are, like sometimes you could be playing a World Cup match and you would not feel as nervous as playing a bilateral match.
Yeah, of course. I actually saw as well that the team play FIFA in the, when you're not playing cricket or when you're just relaxing. What is your team?
I used to play FIFA a lot. I started actually watching football because of Neymar. I used to love watching him in 2014 World Cup. 2014 World Cup. I started watching football like properly, and I used to love watching Neymar. And so whatever team he was in, I used to pick that. So ever since he's gone to Saudi and now back to Brazil, I've like kind of stopped playing FIFA. But whenever I do play, I remember I used to pick Liverpool in between because they had a very strong team, and then Man City was also good. Barcelona, Real Madrid. We went to see all the players when we were in Manchester.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was like a team collaboration between the Indian cricket team and the Manchester United team.
Oh, I love that. How did that go?
Amazing. All the players were really amazing. I've known Mason Mount from before when he was playing in Chelsea. Met Bruno Fernandes. Most of the players, they all were so nice and so kind. We spoke about so much.
So I also asked you to pick a track from a teammate that has introduced you to a song or an artist that you love, and you picked Talvinder Haseen. Can you tell me a little bit about this track?
Talvinder is also a Punjabi artist, but I think I didn't hear his songs when he first came in, and someone in the team had played the song. I was like, oh wow, what a song. Who's the artist? And then he told me who he is, and I heard his other songs, and they all were so good.
Who was the teammate that introduced you to Talvinder?
I think it was Ishan.
Ishan,
Yeah.
Who in the team has the worst music taste?
That's very subjective, right? Like,
of course,
for other people, it might not be that bad. Like, I like listening to songs with like great lyrics. Some people just like listening to more tunes, like funk tunes. I don't enjoy like funk tunes or rowdy music as much.
Yeah.
So there are some of the players who like listening to like loud, funky rap, which I don't like.
I love how you just skirted around naming anyone that you keep the aux cable away from, basically, in the dressing room. Do your teammates speak highly about your music taste? Do they rate it?
Yeah, not all of them know that I listen to classical music because I keep that to myself. But because Punjabi music is, anyone wants a Punjabi song recommendation, that come to me or one of my other teammates in the team.
Oh, you're the guy. You put them on.
Yes,
I love that. Who inspired you when you were starting out?
I have had two idols. First one was Sachin sir. He was my dad's favorite, and I got into cricket because of him. So he retired in 2013, and around 2011, 2012, 2013 was actually when I started to have real knowledge about cricket,
Mm.
like how the game works, like more than just skill, like
Yeah.
mental and tactical. And I loved watching Virat Kohli, how he used to go about his business, and just the sheer passion that he had about the game and the real hunger. Because passion and hunger is one thing that you can learn all the skills, all the technique, and all of that, but it's like hunger is something that you can't learn. Either you have it in you, or either you don't have it. And it was something that he had it so much, and it really inspired me.
Yeah, I think that's so right. I think, talent is one thing and skill set is one thing. But if you don't have the drive and the passion, then I know a lot of talented people who don't put their music out there. And I'm like, you need that hunger. I think that makes up a lot of it. How does it feel now that you're that role model for the next generation and having a whole team looking up to you as captain?
I honestly don't think of it like that. I think we all have a part to play, and I want to do my part the most sincere and the most honestly as I can, without wanting any kind of appreciation or anything. Because like we are all here. Like for example, I am also a big fan of Marcus Aurelius, and his philosophy, Stoicism.
Hmm.
And one of the things that he said that really inspired me was, like, you see bees, they make honey. They're gonna do it irrespective of, if something happens or not. They don't ask for appreciation. Like, I like to do things in the natural order of the universe and how it should be, not seeking anything from anything. And as long as I am doing that, uh, to my utmost sincerity and honesty, I think that's how I want to be known as.
That's beautiful. It's clear that you're a big music fan. You must listen to a lot of music whilst traveling in your beautiful custom Beats by Dre headphones, right? I actually saw a photo of those. Ask anyone here, that is exactly how I would design my custom headphones.
Did you like them?
I love a flame. I'm very chrome and black. That's my whole identity, my brand. You did really, really well on that. They look wicked. I want some with flames on, basically. As a Beats ambassador, how does it feel to be part of this big family with other huge names? You've got LeBron James, you've got Messi. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. I actually have a very cool story on this as well. Uh, when So as I started traveling more, obviously because I loved listening to music, my best friend Khushpreet, who I spoke about earlier, his sister used to be in Canada, and she got this white Beats Solo. They were all white with the red logo with the B, and they had the aux. Uh, I don't think they had Bluetooth. They were like wired,
Yeah.
and he gifted it to me when I was my first tour away from India in 2015 or 16. And I think I still, if I dig deep, I still might have a picture in those Beats in 2017 when I first came here. But those headphones were so special to me. I had them for about 4 or 5 years, and those were like my first big, like, nice, expensive headphones that were given to me by my closest friend. And to be able to be with the same brand, do lot of cool things together is such, it feels amazing.
That's a full circle moment, nearly 10 years ago, being gifted those, and now you're one of the ambassadors. That's amazing. That must feel so, so surreal.
Yes, it was. I think when we first started talking to Beats about this collaboration, I was really excited, and I really wanted to, be with them, because I relate. I relate with them. I have such a cool connection with them.
Yeah, and one of your first like proper headphones you owned was those. So
Yes,
that is
before
really
that,
special.
I used to have only the white, the headphones
the white, yeah,
that you used to
everyone has.
get with the phone.
Yeah.
Those are my first actual headphones.
Yeah, that is so special. Do you think sports and music naturally go together? Does it help you get in the zone?
Most definitely, yeah. For me, music is a big part of my routine, and I'm a big fan of routines. I think it helps me get into my zone, and the more I am in my zone, is what would give me the most probability to be able to go out there and perform. So music really helps me in that.
I saw you played cricket with Ed Sheeran while he was in India. Of course, I'm going to ask you about that. What was he like? Was he good? Was he good at cricket?
He was actually. He was pretty good in cricket, and he's also a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
He was very good friends with one of the greatest cricketers of all time, Shane Warne from Australia, and they both were like close, and I didn't know that. And he told me so many cool stories. And Shane Warne he's a legend. Like not just as a player, but the kind of personality that he had. He was just a great person to be around, and they were like besties. I didn't know that.
How were they besties? What's the story? What's the backstory there?
From what I remember, he told me they met in a casino.
Okay.
And Shane Warne was losing badly. And then Ed came up to him and he's like, "This is my lucky number." He put everything on that number and that number hit. And that's how they hit off.
That's a good story, isn't it? That's a really, really good origin story. Who's the weirdest person that you've played cricket with?
Probably Bruno Fernandes, because he's from Portugal.
What's the story there? How did that happen?
And when we were at the Manchester United, the camp, when we were there, not all, but like most of the players, they played cricket. And most of the English players, they have had played cricket at some point in their life, in school or somewhere. But most of the other players hadn't. And playing cricket with them was a fun, cool experience.
So you played with Bruno, but you still don't call yourself a Man U fan?
No, I am a Man U fan.
Okay, yeah.
No, I love all sports, and just watching different athletes, different people go about their things, and talking to them, knowing about their mindset is something that I love knowing about.
Man U fan, Man City fan, Liverpool fan.
Yes.
Keeping everyone happy.
Everyone, yes.
Have you actually been starstruck by anyone you've met?
When I met Sachin sir for the first time, I was 9 years old, and I was like one of the ball boys. In the IPL, his team Mumbai Indians had come to Mohali for practice, and I saw him for the first time, and it was just such a surreal experience, watching him from screen. My dad's idol, god of cricket in India, and just watching him practicing and playing and how he prepares. I was just awestruck.
Are you proud when you see international artists like Ed Sheeran, for example, embracing South Asian sounds in such a respectful way with his recent collaborations?
This was one thing that we spoke about when he was there. He said India is probably one of his biggest market.
Yeah.
And he said only now people are realizing it, like how much Indian people love other music as well. That's why a lot of other artists all around the world are coming to India doing concerts. We keep filling up stadiums whenever they're doing concerts. So yes, we love all kinds of music, and we listen to a lot of different kind of music. And India, just this generation, like our generation right now, is like they are everywhere. They listen to everything, and they appreciate everything.
I asked you to pick one of your favourite new artists to play on the show today, and you picked Juggy, a track called What We Do. Why did you pick this song?
Just because of the lyrics and the tune. Like I said, I love relatability with lyrics, and he's someone who has great lyrics. Him and Karan Aujla are two people that write really, really well. Like I love hearing their lyrics.
What are the lyrics in What We Do? What does it resonate with you?
He's just saying that, I've just started where I am right now. This is just the start. Like there's a lot to come.
Love that.
So you keep watching what we are doing.
Always enjoy the journey.
Always
not rushing to the end of anything.
Yes.
Do you go to a lot of live shows?
I actually haven't been to that many concerts or live shows because we are always traveling and playing in different cities. We are always up to something. It's like difficult to go to concerts and stuff.
Yeah, you do move around a lot. Are you a festival fan?
I've never been. I don't know.
Been. Yeah.
Yes. The only concerts that I've been to are actually techno, and I don't enjoy techno as much.
No,
only because that was the only time when I was free.
Shubman, it was going so well. I'm a techno queen, literally. I love techno. I'll take you to the techno festival. It'll be hilarious. Trust me. You might like it.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you really want to see live?
Yes, Ludovico. His concert.
That would be pretty epic. We mentioned Ed Sheeran. Do you feel proud seeing Indian and South Asian artists taking their music around the world? Like we got you a little FaceTime in with Hanumankind, which was such a lovely moment for you two to connect. But how is it seeing artists like him going from India, South Asia to the world?
Feels amazing because I feel there is so much talent in India. And now that people are seeing it and embracing it and wanting to do something here, it's really a proud moment for us.
It really is. I asked you also to pick a song that you listen to when you're feeling blue. So something a little bit more down tempo, a bit more thoughtful. And you picked Malik.
Yes, this is when I'm feeling a little down. I want to get my body grooving when I'm feeling down. So I love listening to these kind of summer, very Ibiza, very Mykonos vibe.
Kind of a little bit techno-y, a little bit housey, I would say.
Yeah. I like deep house, remix of deep house. Just pure techno, just techno to hardcore techno. I don't know if I enjoy it as much.
I guess techno is a little bit sort of angrier and a little bit faster, whereas house is a bit slower and a bit more melodic in a way. So yeah, I hear it. You shared your goals on a scrap bit of paper that you wanted to achieve that year. You've achieved so many of those. Congratulations, big up you. That must feel amazing.
It did feel pretty amazing. I feel sometimes when you are in that moment, you don't really appreciate it, but only when you see it, how your journey has been that year, you appreciate it more. Yes, obviously you won't be able to achieve all your goals, but it's also important to recognize and be grateful for what you did.
100%. And I think writing it down, I've recently started writing all the good things that happened to me down. And it's just nice to look back at it because sometimes things are moving so fast and you're on to the next thing always. It's just nice to look back and go, wow, I really did that. Do you write that list down every year?
Yeah, every year. You write your goals. You're always expected to achieve them, but people don't really recognize that, yes, you were expected to achieve them, but it's also important to acknowledge you did a great job.
100%. Even with all of your success, there must be times where you don't feel like you've achieved anything.
Especially with cricket, it's why I love this sport so much. It's such a great sport that you could have won all the matches before that, or you could have scored 500 runs in 2 matches before that. But if one match doesn't go well, it humbles you right next day. It humbles you. It's such a humbling sport.
Yeah.
And you feel like, I don't know anything about this sport.
Yeah. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure involved in what you do. Your nickname, after all, is the Prince of India. How do you deal with that level of fame?
Just doing things that are in my control. Not thinking. There is a lot of pressure, but for me personally, just how I am, I sense or see all of that when I'm not playing. Because when I'm going out to bat or once I step inside the field, I only think about, okay, what's the situation? What do I need to do? How do I get my team in the best possible situation from where we can win? So when I'm thinking about that, then I'm thinking about things that I need to do. Then all of these things, pressure or expectations, they don't really come to your mind. It's crazy, but I sometimes tell people that I can't even hear the people in the ground because you're so focused on thinking, okay, what is the bowler trying to do?
Yeah.
Okay, how is he trying to get me out? You're focused about things that matter in that time. So you don't really hear the crowd or you don't really see them. But that's also the thing, when you asked me, do you get nervous? You only get nervous when you're just about to enter because that's when you are not in the zone.
And then they're invisible once you're playing, right? Because you're just so focused on the game and the strategy and everything that's going on. I also asked you to pick one last song, a celebration track. I know you're famous for your signature move, the bowing, when your team are thriving. When did you start doing that?
Honestly, I had no, that celebration just came naturally. I had no intentions of doing it, or I had not planned it. I had never done it before that. But my first international century that I scored, it was in Zimbabwe, Harare in 2022. It just like I just did it in that moment and kind of then stuck with it.
Good. It's organic. It's not pre-rehearsed. It's something that you felt in the moment, and now it's become a signature move, which I think is great.
Like even my friends asked me, you had never done that before.
Where did that move come from, Shubman?
I also don't know.
You have achieved so much in such a short amount of time, and you've got so much more to achieve as well. Is there one thing that sticks out as the thing that you're most proud of so far?
Before the series, when I was named captain of the team, there were a lot of questions around me and the kind of series that we had as a team and me as a player and as a batsman. I think this whole series, I would put it together as one moment, and this is what's been the most satisfying series for me. The most satisfying moments.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Shubman Gill. It's been such an honour to meet you and such a great catch up. It's so good to hear all the things that are going on in your life right now. Keep killing it.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure being here. See you guys soon.